What's up, ladies and gents? I'm your host, Nexus AverMedia, and welcome to my review for the live streamer Nexus and AverMedia mic arm. Just to get everything out of the way, this was sent to me by AverMedia. Thank you so much for allowing me to cover a review of these two products here. This is something I've taken a very extensive, thorough look into. I've had these two products here for 9 months. So everything I say is based off of all the applications that I have used these products for. And then we're going to go ahead and get into the review. Hopefully you guys enjoy. And again, thank you so much to AverMedia for allowing me to show off these products to you all. First off, we're going to take a look at the Nexus itself. It's actually very sleek, has 4 specific push buttons on it, and I'll show you how we can use those later. Has all different types of controls here for mic, line in, console, system, game, and chat, so you can kind of tweak every little bit of audio that you use for this product. I use this not only for its implementation in streams, but also for recording my walkthroughs, which is a very simplistic way of using this product. This can do so much more than what I'm going to show you that I use it for. So if you're really, really deep into production, this is going to be the perfect product for you. It has a little stand that comes with it that's magnetized that allows you to be able to kind of set it right down and have it looking up at you, so you don't have to like strain your neck or anything like that. There's a few ports here in the back. We've got phones, line out where your mic actually goes, line in, console, optical, USB, and DC in, and of course, as you can see, it's got a power on and off switch as well. Looking at it from the front side, it's the live streamer Nexus. The screen is not currently turned on, obviously. We're going to get into that in just a moment. But first, we're going to take a look at the AverMedia mic arm. This was sent to me as well. I've been using the Rode mic arm for such a long time, and then they sent me this, and I just can't see myself going back to anything else. I use this setup currently with my Shure SM7B, which is, in my opinion, one of the best microphones out there. AverMedia also sent me their mic. I used it a little bit, which it sounds absolutely amazing, but I am just so comfortable with my Shure SM7B. I don't feel comfortable doing a review on the mic because I didn't use it enough, but this arm is absolutely amazing. This is revolutionizing. I am telling you, honestly, this is the best arm I've ever used. There's so many different ways that you can rotate the arm, have it in different orientations and all that, and I just cannot see myself going back and using any other type of mic arm, period. It fits right on my desk. I can maneuver it around different things because of the way that it actually moves up and down, left and right, in so many different types of rotations. And honestly, guys, AverMedia, you hit it out of the freaking park with this mic arm. Here it is in practical use as far as what I'm doing. Sorry for the messy desk, but I'm kind of rearranging my office right now, and everything is just so dusty. So I do apologize for that. Normally I'm a lot cleaner than this, but as you can see, the different types of rotations that you can actually get on the product itself, it rotates in so many different ways between up, down, left, right. I mean, there's just so many ways that you can actually use this to get it exactly where you want it, because obviously for me, I'm a PC gamer, plus I'm also a console gamer, so sometimes I use a controller and sometimes I use a mouse and keyboard, and you need to be able to maneuver around that type of stuff because your arms are moving around in different positions, and this is a perfect device to be able to utilize that with, and I just don't see myself using any other product as far as mic arms go ever. So kudos to AverMedia. Next, we're going to get into what it looks like actually shown. It's got a bunch of different screens that you can rotate through with just using your hand touchscreen or whatever. I usually use this and set up for OBS. In just a minute, we're going to go into the actual software that I use, OBS and the software inside the Nexus, to show you guys how it works. I do love that we have these style of buttons that we can actually turn to really essentially make sure that we have the proper audio going on at the current time. I mainly use this for console, system, and mic, as well as line in a little bit. And it's so easy to be able to switch between whatever I want to do in order to make sure that all the sounds in the system are working properly. There's also 4 actual buttons on the AverMedia Nexus itself. You can press those to do those. That way you actually have some some feel to whatever you're hitting, to make sure you can essentially set that to whatever it is that you want. Okay, ladies and gents, here we have the software portion of the review for the live streamer Nexus from AverMedia. So this is what you kind of get whenever you download the software. You got to go through the process of updating it and all that good stuff. And I use this specifically for OBS, which is why I have OBS up here and I'm recording via OBS. So essentially, I wanted to show you guys what you can do with this and how easy it is to use and how it's perfect for me. I'm a very simple recorder. I do walkthroughs, I stream games, but I'm very simplistic in everything that I do. So this works perfect for me. If you're someone way more advanced, this would also work perfect for you, as you can get into some really, really cool stuff and have all kinds of cool transitions and everything that you would expect from a product like this. But for what I use it for is very simplistic due to recording and just streams. So here's the software itself. The dashboard looks exactly like what the actual product looks like, and you can maneuver through your different tabs here, or I can actually use my hand and swipe through the different tabs from the Nexus itself. And it all shows up in real time on the screen. So I'm recording right now. So, and when I did that, I hit the big red button on the product, and it just works flawlessly every single time. If I wanted to pause the video, then I could hit the yellow one, and that will pause the video itself and put it into a completely different state when you bring it back up. Just like when you're, say, recording walkthrough footage and you want to make sure loading screens are not shown or something like that if you're doing it all on the fly. I also go into editing and fine-tune things, but this is a quick way that if I have to step away from recording for a particular long period of time because I have to, I don't know, use the restroom, or my wife is called, or something is getting me, or my daughter needs me or whatever, then I can easily hit the pause and then be able to resume immediately right where I left off with no worries. So that's a really good feature that I love OBS has, and that I can use that specifically on the Nexus. I also have these two down here that I use for unmuting audio. This one's for regular audio, and this one is for my mic audio. So if, say, I need to sneeze or cough or something like that, or again, my wife is calling me, or my daughter needs me and she comes into the room or something, and let's say I'm streaming and I don't want to make sure she doesn't hear, or you guys don't hear the conversation we're having, I could easily mute myself and all that. So here's the software itself and all the different widgets and stuff that you can use. We've also got RecCentral. I'll show you that in just a second, but OBS Studio is what I mainly use this for. And if you switch between them, you'll see some of the ones that I have set up for the different consoles and stuff like that. I have it on my Starfield one for when I'm trying to do streams. So I have two different setting ones. I have Tomorrow Never Dies, and I just haven't renamed them. That's just my laziness there. But once I would bring that up, then obviously all those would come undone and be good to go. Again, you can choose all of these options that show you a list. Essentially, if you've ever messed with the Elgato Stream Deck, then you know exactly what you're getting into, except it's all in one place with the sound mixer, and being able to hook everything up in one is so much more convenient than having a separate Elgato Stream Deck, which I do have, which I have not now used in over 9 months, because this product here, the Live Streamer Nexus, has just done everything for me. The mic right now that I have hooked up through it is going through it right now, and it's just 100% freaking awesome, and I absolutely love it. Now, I'm not using the AM330. They did send it to me, and I tried it out for a little bit, and it was 100% fine, perfect. But I already had such a high quality mic that there was no need for me to continue using the AverMedia AM330, as I just didn't need it. But if you don't have a Shure SM7B, then the AverMedia AM330, it's going to be 100% fine to use. So, but I don't want to give a proper review on it because I haven't tested it thoroughly. I just used it a few times at the beginning. Obviously, this mic that I have currently, the SM7B, is just so amazing. And even the developers know that too, because if you go into widgets and mic presets, they also have a Shure SM7B settings for it. So, you know, you can click on this and import it, and it gives you all the different settings to make the mic sound great. Same thing with the AM30, but I use OBS to do that. I have a lot of filters that I use, gain, noise suppression, all that inside OBS itself, because all the recording I do is mostly through OBS or RecCentral. So I just prefer to use this software. It has nothing to do with this. You get all the same things that you can do in either one. It's just much easier for me, because when I record, everything I record with is an OBS, and I prefer to be able to change that on the fly, which I can do that inside here while using the features and stuff because of all the different source sounds that you can have. So it's pretty cool. So next up, I'm going to bring up RecCentral. This is not part of my review or anything, but this is what I use to record because I have the G573, which I've had for like 6 or 7 years now, honestly. And it's just absolutely freaking amazing. This recording software is so good. It was the first recording software that allowed me to record in HDR. Now I do HDR mainly through OBS or whatever, but you can use this software to record in HDR, and you have all the settings and stuff like that. And again, there's a section here for RecCentral. So if you wanted to come over here, I have one set right here. Essentially, you just take the record, bring it over, and then I hit the yellow, or not the yellow, but I hit on the actual touchscreen itself. And then there you go, you're recording. And it's just that simple and easy. And if I need to stop, hit it again. And then there you go. So it all just freaking works. Same thing for stream scenes and stuff, because RecCentral has its own type of OBS software. But I don't use that software at all. I just use essentially when I want really, really high quality recordings in HDR and things like that. That's when I really use the RecCentral for, to make sure that I have the highest of quality in what I'm doing. There's a little teaser for that. And again, my capture card that I use is AverMedia's flagship capture card, and I've been using that for so long. I have not used an Elgato capture card in over 7 or 8 years, and I have 2 of them, I think, but I just don't use them anymore, because ever since I actually have 2 of AverMedia's capture cards, because they work. They're so good. I've never had any problems with them whatsoever. They just freaking work. And you guys see the quality of my gameplay. Everything you see is running through that capture card. This right here is not, because it's not a console, but if you were to bring up the console, you'll see right there, that's using the capture card. So any type of console gameplay that you see is always running through my G573. Obviously, when I'm recording PC, that's just running through my PC. As far as everything else on here, you know, you got settings for everything. You got audio mixers. So this is a really cool feature. If you click on this, it allows dual mixing. So let's say if I wanted the audience to have music playing, you know, copyright-free music playing during a stream, then you can have it set that this is what the audience hear, and this is what I would hear in my mix. That way I wouldn't have to have music blasting throughout the thing. And I love how they have that feature to separate both. Really, really cool. And you have different lines in, you know, I've mixed myself and tried different things with this, having the game audio coming through where you can select, you know, and mix the different game audio, and you just turn the dial and then you see it go down and up by 5% increments. And it's really, really cool. I love being able to have those dials where I can just immediately turn down specific things. If one thing is higher than the other, I think it really, really comes in handy. And again, there's a whole widget store here that have different packages. So if you want to select different things, you can do that. I mean, it's so simple and easy to use. And there's actually quite a bit of things to use. I was actually really, really impressed with everything that the store has to offer. It has everything that I would need. These are the specific ones that I have downloaded right now. You can click on all, and then you can see all the different ones. If you like to do things outside, I also use Cam Engine sometimes too. So there's just so many different things, and I think they've done a good job with their software. Every software has a little bit bugs here and there, and I'll let you guys know of one that I know of, is that sometimes when I boot up my computer and it turns on, and I turn on OBS immediately, sometimes there won't be a connection. So when I hit record, it won't work. All you got to do is flip the switch on the Nexus itself off and then back on, and then boom, it just starts working again and everything works fine. That doesn't happen every time, and it barely happens, but I just wanted to make you a note so you guys know that it could happen to you. So don't fret, just turn it off and then turn it back on, and should be good to go. Now, as far as what, like I said, what I'm using specifically is the AverMedia arm, the mic arm, which again is so amazing because it just allows me to put my mic in any position that I want. Maybe I'm standing up doing some recording. It allows me to get that height because of the different rotations that the arm actually does in 3 different locations. So you can really get some weird, like, kind of angles going for your recording. And the mic arm is just perfect. Like, I used to use a Rode mic arm, and I don't use that anymore because honestly, I can't see myself ever having another mic arm besides AverMedia because it's so good. So with that, the SM7B is what I use to record my mic with, the arm, the AverMedia arm, the live streamer Nexus, the RecCentral. You guys can easily see that I love AverMedia products. And they just work. It took me 9 months that I've tried out the live streamer Nexus and everything, and that's how long I've had this product without doing a review for. And I'm sure that probably pissed AverMedia off when they knew that I was going to do a review, because I really wanted to take my time and really get the most out of it for what I use it. And it's just become so natural for me every single day when I'm recording to use this, and I just can't see myself needing any other type of software except for the live streamer Nexus. So it is a 100% recommendation from me. I can't recommend this enough. I'm going to have the link for it in the description, as well as the mic arm. If you want to go and check them out, let me know in the comments below. And thank you to AverMedia again for just allowing me to be able to show off amazing products, all-in-one products. I was tired of having a mixer here on the left and then also having the Stream Deck over here or something like that. And the fact that you can just mix them together and have software that works and is just easy to use. And there are videos out there to show you tutorials and all that stuff, as I didn't go too deep into all of the settings that you can do, but there's just so much that you can do. I just love how you can check all your stuff on the fly. You don't need to have anything because you see the mic going up, and then you can see it coming back up whenever you start talking again. I just love having that type of feedback when I'm doing gaming and stuff, especially when I'm doing console gaming, because I can't see what's on the screen here. I mean, if you have a second screen, obviously you can, but knowing that I can just look down and seeing that I'm still getting a good quality audio and everything's coming through nice and strong, it's awesome. So highly recommend everyone checking out the live streamer Nexus. If you're into even just basic stuff, it's perfect. So thank you so much. Love you all. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Peace.